We start on an island where a group of people serve a creature known as Mew. Okay, what's up guys? Conto64 here. Today I'm doing What If Deku was Mewtwo. So, let's get to the story. We start off with a man ordering people. Men, doctor, have you found a way to cure my wife of this disease? No, I am sorry. We do not know how to cure your wife of this disease what she has. Sasashi falls to the ground. No, there must be a way. Sasashi, it's okay. No, I will find a way to save you, Inko. I don't want to live without you. But then Sasashi goes and lets his wife rest, but he is looking a way to find a way to heal, to find a way to get the disease what his wife has, to make sure it's gone forever. He does a lot of research of this unknown disease what no one really knows about, but then he finds a book called The Legend of Mew. He's curious because the creature, it has like a pink creature on it with a small body, and it looks like a kind of a long tail. And Sasashi is like, whoa, what is this? And he does a lot of research, and then he finds out, so this Mew creature lives on Onavine Island. Okay. And him and Inko take a boat to Onavi Island. And okay, I don't really know what the island is called from the anime. I haven't watched Pokemon in a long time. Like, I haven't really seen Pokemon in a long time, so I'm just gonna call it Onavi Island because that just sounds cool, I guess. And of course, Inko and Sasashi get onto the island, but then when they see people with spears, what are you doing here? One of the men say, and Sasashi is, Sasashi thinks, oh no, I think I might have got ourselves in trouble. What are you doing, man? Young Sage, what are you doing here? I am the elder of this island. And what are these people doing here? Sasashi bows and says, I'm sorry, I just came here to find the Mew. The Mew? You mean the god of this island? What is your business with her? I want her to help me to heal my wife of an uncurable disease. Please help me. And the elder man sees something he can see. I can see you are not lying. What is your name? My name is Sasashi Midoriya. Sasashi, come to the temple. Huh? Why? To see if you are being true. To see. So they follow the old man to the temple. And Sasashi goes into the temple. But then the temple glows in a bright light. And Sasashi's like, ugh, what's going on? What happened? What's going on? I see you were telling the truth this whole time. What? How would you know what if I was lying? How would you? The room would glow red. like blood. I would take you to the Mew. I would take you to her. But in Japan, a man who has a team of people. One of his Master Giovanni. What is it? We have located the creature. What? Really? You mean the thing what people call a god? The Mew, what has untapped potential, what has unbelievable abilities. You have finally found it. I have been waiting for years to actually find you again, Mew. Giovanni laughs. We're heading. Where is it? It is on Junaban Island. What? Where is that? It is in the middle of nowhere. It was impossible to find, sir. How many days would it take to get there by boat? It would take a couple of months. It would take a long time. But what about by plane? It wouldn't take that long, sir. Good. And basically, Giovanni grouped up a bunch of his men because he. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry for that interruption. My grandmother was calling me. Sorry about that. So I was at the part where Giovanni was. So Giovanni was getting his men ready to go to Arden Island to find Mewtwo. I mean, not Mewtwo, because that hasn't been created yet. Has to find Mew to create, by getting its DNA to create a better version and to use it to destroy the heroes and to create his own empire, because, But of course, then at the same time, someone else hears about, the creation, about Mew. Master! What is it, Doctor? One of our spies have came back, sir, and found out Giovanni is going to Sardavan Island. Sardavan Island? What do you mean, Sardavan Island? Well, sir, it finds out the legendary Mew is real. What? Are you trying to pull my leg, Doctor? No, sir. Why would I ever do that, Master? Okay, I will be heading to Aravat Island then. And so, let's get back to Sasashi and Inko. They travel up to the mountain, and they get to a spring. Oh crap. I did not mean for that to happen. Sorry about that, guys. So we get to they get to a spring, and when they see the guardian basically says, Mew, and he says some type of he basically just says Mew, and Mew. That's the best I got. And Sasashi's like, is that the legendary Mew? Mew, can you help my wife? She's sick and Mew. And Mew has some glowing aura around its, basically glowing around. Oh my god. I'm gonna get mad about this. This glowing aura surrounding Inko. What's going? Well, I know Mew can't do this, but this ain't the original Mew from Pokemon. Okay, let me explain what this version of Mew is. Okay. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Okay. I'm just using this picture. Okay. This version of Mew is, how do I say? It's the same version of Mew from the anime. It looks just like Mew from Pokemon. And it has same of the, it can still transform into other Pokemon. It can still fly. And it can still, it still has the kinesis powers. It can still make that bubble. What it can do, I can't remember what the bubble is called, but it can still do that. It still has its other abilities. Well, the ones I remember. Because before I even did this video, I did some research of you and Mewtwo. Because I was watching a video called Mew and Mewtwo. It was some type of like comic, and it was actually pretty good. So yeah, and also I'm giving Mew this healing ability, and also I'm gonna say Mew is basically was created by, well, people say Mew was created long ago, over thousands and thousands of years ago. Basically the years of the god when the gods came to Earth. So Mew is really, really old. And at the same time, Inko was like, I don't feel sick no more. The disease, I think it's gone, Sasashi. And he grabs Sasashi grabs Mew, and Mew's like, Mew? And Sasashi is crying with tears in his eyes and says, Thank you very much. The old man is like, Well, Mew, she can sense the purity in your heart. Then out of nowhere, a little version of Mew, basically, because this version of Mew is a light purple, babe. No. This Mew is a light, imagine a green, but basically what's in this picture, I can't fucking talk. God damn, I know I speak English, but for some reason I can't fucking speak. God damn. Okay, so basically imagine Mew, but green, but as a baby. Because there's a big kind of Mew, and there's a little baby Mew. And Sasashi's like, what the? I thought there was only one Mew. Ah, you're mistaken. This is the queen of. This Mew is a god. Well, okay. Well, the elder explains everything about the gods and how they created Mew as the guardian, and how Mew basically, had received a child, but without a male. Okay. This is how Mew basically did it. Mew found some, I'm taking this from that little clip of I can't remember what I can't remember it was from this video is on YouTube, and it's a good story. It's basically called Mew and Mewtwo. It's basically them, and they live with Ash and all that. It's really good. And basically there's this Mew, what's pink. Basically there's there are two Mewtwo's. One's pink and one's purple. The purple one's the male and the pink one is the female. And they basically reproduce like without basically how to say this. The females, they can reproduce like with basically they reproduce without a male, but the only way to do it, they have to be surrounding a flower, some type of like special flower, what only grows over some type of centuries. Like if it grows once, it would have to wait for a couple of centuries afterwards, and all that. And there's only two Mews there's only two Mews for right now. There's Mew, and then there's the child of Mew, the green one. What would become something different. So Sasashi and Inko, they thank the elder bringing them to Mew. And the elder's like, oh, it's no problem. I'm glad for helping y'all. Oh, it seems like you'll make Mew very happy. And Mew was like, Mew, Mew, Mew. I can't wait. Mew, Mew, Mew. Huh? What's that? And Mew is basically at Inko's stomach, pumpkin it and all that. And Sasashi and Inko is weak. They don't know what's going on. And they're like, what's Mew doing? Yeah, I see. Miss Midoriya. Yes? It seems like Mew is saying you are pregnant. What? How? How is that? Wait a minute. Well, that one... What? You're... Huh? And they're like... They both get happy. But then out of nowhere, a big boom happens. Mew basically gets... Sasashi's like, what the... We are Team Rocket! And the man is like, what the... I am Giovanni. Hand over Mew, or if you do, we won't kill you. Sasashi's like, no way. Mew must be protected. I'm not gonna let you hurt her. Sasashi's using his fire breath. Okay, in this timeline, Sasashi doesn't just have fire breath. He has fire breath, but he can also use fire from his hands and all that. That's one difference. In Inko's, their quirks are still weak, but they're not that weak. They're like they're not that bad, but they're not that good either. So Sasashi tries to fight off Team Rocket. And also in this timeline, Team Rocket is a organization trying to basically kind of what All For One is doing, but they try doing it in a way different, more like basically trying to take over the world instead of Japan. They're all over the world basically, that. So yeah, and Sasashi is fighting off, the Sasashi is fighting Giovanni, and Giovanni's men start shooting at, him. Damn it. And Giovanni's like, men, go on the island and kill everyone here. Then out of nowhere, Giovanni gets stabbed through the freaking chest by a man in a suit with white hair. What the? Oh. Well, it's been a long time, old friend. It's been a while, Giovanni. All For One. How was this? You're still weak as ever. And now it's time to kill everyone. He basically kills all of Team Rocket's men and the people on the island. He even attacks Inko and, he even attacks Inko, but... Wow, you're very... You're not bad looking. What is... And Sasashi's like, leave my wife alone! You're pathetic. All For One just basically bitch slaps Sasashi across the face, and Sasashi, please, don't hurt her. What he does is, he has a needle stabbing her in the neck. This will be everything I need. And just drops her and then vanishes and goes behind Sasashi, stabbing him in the neck with a needle. Well, with a different needle. What the? Well, that would not. Well, all I did was knock. No, two blood samples would do nicely. Now all I need is Mew. Mew was then out of nowhere. Basically, baby Mew was like, Mew. What the? And he uses a giant energy blast. What the? Everyone's like, well, this little one is powerful. Grabs baby Mew. Mew. And Mew's like, Mew. Everyone's like, I don't got time for you. Just slaps Mew away. Then shoots an energy blast, thinking, killing her. Well, all for one thinks the other Mew is dead. Time to get Mew. All for one vanishes. Inko and Asashi wake up. They're like, ugh, what's going? Inko, are you okay? Inko! And now, Sasashi's like, Sasashi, what happened? You okay? And when Inko was like, what? Why did we survive? Everyone else is, all I know is he stabbed us. But what? I didn't have a good look. Well, he stabbed me with something. Yeah, seemed like he took your blood. He did the same thing with me, but why? What's? But I don't think it was. I think he injected us with something, and then he took our DNA, or he took our blood. But why? Then all they hear is something. Sasashi's like, what the? And Sasashi sees the Mew. Inko, she's hurt. Mew. And scenes fades to black. And we end up in a lab with a little green Mew. The baby Mew is crying, trying to get to its mother, but it's in a tube, being injected with serums and injected with serums. Meow. And let's do a time skip. 9 months have passed. And damn it! All for one hits his desk. Doctor, say that again. The experiment. Every time when I injected it with quirks, sir, the quirks wouldn't activate. These are the same quirks what can defeat All Might. And you're saying they are not working? The Mew. The new Mew you have created, what did you call? Mewtwo was created by that little Mew we had. Mewtwo was supposed to kill All Might. And now it can't even absorb the quirks. What the? It was a waste of time. It's just a pathetic piece of it. I just came up with the perfect name for it. It's a Deku. Sir, doesn't Deku mean it's worthless? Yes. And at the same time, the little baby the what used to be the little baby Mew is now grown. It's basically the thing we see in the picture right now. But instead of being purple or pink, he's green. But the eyes are the eyes are like a greenish yellow basically. And Mewtwo is like, he's listening. Deku, I'm a Deku. Deku. He says, whatever, delete it, kill it. We don't need it no more. We can just go back to the other project. What? You mean the Nomu project? Yes, wasn't you working on that? Well, yes, I could get back to the Nomu project, sir, but I don't know if it could work. I don't care. That little that project, and he points to the tube what Mewtwo is in, was a waste of time. Just delete it. And of course, just delete it. Just delete it. Just delete it. That's all what Mewtwo hears. He's like, just delete me. Just delete me. I will show you. And Mewtwo's eyes glow. And the doctor's like, Doc, awful one. What? And all they hear is a big explosion. And people are basically, cops and heroes are called to a big explosion. Awful one's like, ugh! What did you call me? Weak? Pathetic? How are you, Doc? But telepathy. Before you even answer, I'm talking without moving my mouth. That's what you're about to ask. Basically, okay, I have to go do something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Mewtwo picks up Awful One, says, and choking him out was like, what did you call me before? Mewtwo? No, that other name. What was it? Deku. Yes. What does that mean? Awful One laughs. It means you're weak, pathetic. You are just a failed experiment. Okay. And then, that's what I am to you? A experiment? Fine. And then throws Awful One into the explosion of fire behind Mewtwo. Yes, my name is Mewtwo Deku. And then throws Awful One, and basically where the fire is, another big explosion happens. The lab is on fire. The doctor grabs Awful One and escapes underground, underneath the underground tunnel. And heroes are there like, what's going on? Then all they see coming up from the flames is a creature. They're like, what is that? And at the same time, across the city, in a hospital, Inko Midoriya is giving birth. And Hisashi is waiting to see about the child. And basically in his pocket, in his shirt pocket, is basically Mew, eating a little cracker. Like, Mew. And of course, Asakishi's like, I can't. When is it gonna be done? Just walking back and forth. And there's this breaking news. And of course, Sasashi's like, what? What are you, breaking news? well, before, okay, let's go before, it's breaking, okay, before that, breaking news. A big explosion of flames happened into a building. All the heroes are there to see what happened. But out of nowhere, this green weird creature just appeared. And the hero's like, what the? And the Sashi's like, what? That looks like Mew. And of course, Mew is like, Mew? And of course, Mew is like, Mew? Mew, did I wake you? Mew shakes her head. Like, and when Mew sees the screen, Mew goes to the screen, Mew, and Sasha's like, Mew, what? Mew. Tears are coming from Mew's eyes. Basically, because that looks, the color, the way it looks, that looks like her child. That looks like me. That looks like baby Mew. That looks like her baby. Mew. And of course, get out of my way. The hero's like, no, you villain. Well, one of the people call him a villain. Someone just charges at him like, ah! He's like, you humans, get out of my way. Just throws him with kinesis. And I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so where I left off was basically Mewtwo was being attacked by the heroes and he was basically defending himself. And then All Might was like, you dastardly villain! Detroit Smash! And before he even did Detroit Smash, he was like, you're very weak. And at this time, All Might is the number one hero now. Like, he's been the number one hero for like, I'm gonna say like a year, maybe. Maybe more than a year, probably. Like, I don't really know when the start of the anime really happens. I can actually fix the picture. Okay, here. And of course, at the same time, Aizawa is there trying to erase this person's quirk. He's like, what? Weak. Just throws All Might through multiple buildings. You're nothing. And just walks off and just using his basically his psycho, his kinesis to hold all the heroes, and then what he does is he basically uses some type of like clap. What happens is Mewtwo, Deku, basically claps his hands together and uses a kinesis wind attack, basically where all the heroes flown back, and Mewtwo just basically flies up. And All Might tries to come back again to hit him, but he just grabs All Might and says, who are you? And why are you attacking me? All Might says, you're a villain. Me, a villain? You calling me a villain? My name is Mewtwo. And I will... No, okay, no, let me forget that. That part will be erased. And says, you calling me a villain? You attacked me out of nowhere. And who are you? My name is All Might. And, of course, Mewtwo was like, All Might. So you're the man who can steal quirks, told me about when he was experimenting on me before he took me from my home. I don't really have memories. Seems like my memories were wiped. I don't really know anything about me, but I do know I am not human. I was never human, unlike you. My name is Mewtwo. Thanks? Like, dang, just throwing Cheetos on my freaking floor, man. Like, why would you do that? Like, Nani? You open up my door and you just throw Cheetos on my floor. a bag of Cheetos. Wait a minute. Cheeto popcorn. Okay. Okay, let me get back to the freaking story, guys. Sorry. So basically, he just throws All Might to the ground, and he flies away. And of course, he's like, what a pain. For some reason, I'm not like, okay. Basically, yes, his memories are kind of wiped, but he does have the memory of he knows he's not human. Yes, he was experimented on, but he knows he was never human. He was a Mew before he became Mewtwo. He knows that. But that's all he really knows. And of course, he was injected by a bunch of quirks. Like, no joke. He was injected by over 1,000 quirks. But also, not just that, he was also giving the blood of Inko and Takashi Midoriya. He was injected by their blood to give them their quirks. But by doing that, it also gave him a different form. Like, he's a green version of Mewtwo, but he also has another form what he will have, but he doesn't know about. So guys, if y'all do like this video and y'all do want a part 2, because I came up with this, the way I came up with this, I'm going to be ending it here. Like, Mewtwo basically flying off. So basically, the way I'm going to be doing this is, I watched some videos of Mewtwo, but that's not the reason why I came up with this idea. I came up with this idea because I was watching a YouTube video called Mew in Mewtwo. It was basically a comic, basically. It had 3 Mews. It had Mew, Mewtwo, and Newtwo. Basically, Mewtwo was purple-ish, and Mewtwo was purple, Newtwo was basically pink and was a female version of Mewtwo, but was actually in the manga, or I think was actually in the show, because if I can't remember what movie it was, but there were 2 Mewtwo's. And by not just watching that, I thought of, like, what if, because, I also found out Mews can actually create some other Mews by some type of, like, unknown birth. Like, basically, in the comic thing I saw, well, in the video, actually Mew had, children, I guess, and they both became Mewtwo. And the female version of Mewtwo had a child, what basically was purple, but with a green tail. And then by looking at the green tail, I thought, hey, wait. Then I was thinking, what if Deku was Mewtwo? And I was like, bam, got a video, because it just popped into my head. I was like, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. And I don't know if anyone else did this. I don't know if anyone else have done this video. But if anyone has, tell me, because I like to watch it, because this just popped into my head like a couple hours ago. And I was watching, then after that, when it popped into my head, I was doing a bunch of research about Mew and Mewtwo and all that, like, how was Mewtwo, like, created, and I found out Mewtwo was actually created by Mew, by his DNA, or something like that. And I thought, hey, that's interesting, because Mewtwo is one of my favorite characters in the Pokemon franchise. Yeah, and I might not know that much about Mewtwo, but hey. So I'm gonna be ending it here, and if y'all want, I can add another Mewtwo, maybe, if y'all want. Or, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Totally forgot something. Okay, so basically I totally forgot this, but Inko gave birth. I totally forgot to tell y'all that. Inglewood, but, well, no. Inglewood is still giving birth, basically. So, yeah, see y'all guys in the next video.